So again, this is Annoying Neighbors. We're back. We got my homie Steven. We got my homie Nate Sneaks. You know, we're back in the flesh. And it's crazy because
yes sir.
Both of you guys are dads now.
That's crazy. You know, Nate's fresh out being a dad.
Fresh out.
It's live.
I just left the hospital about what? Fucking hour ago.
Yeah.
That's
my baby's back at home, man. She's chilling. Jump right into a pocket.
How was the whole procedure on that?
Honestly, bro, it was smooth. My wife did amazing. Shout out to my wife. She fucking did great. My baby came out fucking chilling. Hardly fucking cried, you know.
No way.
The last couple hours of labor, my wife was over it, but then, you know.
How many hours was it?
Well, they induced her like the day before, around like 3, 4, so she just slowly went into labor from there, dude. It took a minute. It took a cool little minute, but as far as the pushing wise, boom, not that long. Quick, like 15, 20 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
She was good, man. Spent 4 days in the hospital, made sure my wife's good, baby's good, everything's cool, man. Safe.
That's good. Everybody's healthy. Your wife's healthy.
Safe and sound, man. She's about to fucking start spitting a rhyme.
What's that feeling like when you see your daughter come out and like?
Honestly, everyone's like, oh, you know, like, oh, the minute I saw her, bro, like, I was stuck more than like
in shock.
Emotions didn't hit at that time, bro. It didn't hit till maybe like 3 hours later. Then I looked at her and I'm like, damn, man, like I can't even talk to my wife real quick because I'm just gonna tear up. Like,
yeah.
But she was cool, man. The minute I saw her, she's looking at me and like she opened her eyes like not even an hour later, bro, and it was cool, man.
Yeah. That's crazy,
good,
bro.
What's
her name again?
Olivia Victoria. Yeah, man, she's good, bro. She's fucking healthy. She's about to be a good one, man. I can't wait. My first baby, my first child.
Do you plan on having more?
Yeah. The minute my wife was in the labor, she's like, not again. But the minute we had her, she's all like, oh, I would do it all over just to see her face, you know. So we'll definitely have maybe a couple years.
Yeah, later on. Not right now.
Yeah, we'll be good, man. Let the baby get a little old, you know. Game up a little bit. Then she could help us out, you know.
Oh yeah.
Go watch your daughter. Go watch your little sister.
Your little sister, son.
Yeah.
I mean, brother.
Personal assistant. You never know, man. If I have a boy, that'd be gangster, man. But it sucks. Hey, it's already too late. I got a daughter, man. She's the number one pride and joy right there.
And how do you feel? Because you have a 2-year-old, 3-year-old?
She's about to be 3 in September. Yeah. It's crazy. It's kind of similar, you know. It's like, at first, it was like shock. I was just looking at the baby. I was like, whoa. And then like...
Game changer, huh, man? You're like, oh, shit.
It's crazy. And
that's
then,
my
like,
seed right there, man. I'm about to get it in.
Exactly. And then, like, a couple hours later, I held her and it just sank in. I was like, man, I'm a dad. Like, you know, I gotta make some drastic changes. I gotta do things differently. I gotta move differently, you know. It's crazy. I was already in that mentality, though, so it was just the final, like, whoa.
Yeah. But after it happens, bro, like, even the doctors were like, oh, you're very comfortable at doing this. And it's like, I've never really burped a baby or, like, held a baby like that as far as that. But, like, pick on quick, bro, because she's going to be cool, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an instinct, bro, immediately, you know. Her head's one way, turn it one way. She's hungry, feed her. She's sad, make her happy, you know. She's crying, do whatever you can to make her stop.
Yeah.
But she's cool, man. I picked her up, turned her to the side, walked around the room a little bit, man, and she was fucking chilling. Out like a light.
That's crazy.
Excuse the squeak on the chair, you know, man. We got...
I think you can lock it in place. Let me see, lean forward. Oh, the other way, this way.
Sound like a goddamn horror movie and shit.
It's like a squeaky door, huh?
Yeah.
No. You just gotta keep it in one spot.
It's good.
That's why
I'll just stay like this the whole time.
The next investment is another chair.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I have 2 solid ones right here, but
How solid?
Extra.
These don't squeak at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You're
good. It's not squeaky at all.
I think that chair has been there since fucking the old studio days.
Yeah,
hey,
I was about to say
that's
back,
then I feel even better. I don't care if it's
put some WD on that.
That's like a 7-year-old fucking chair with beer stains still on it.
That's all it needs.
Throw some grease on that bitch. We'll be alright. We'll be alright.
That's crazy though. I always think about the feeling like of having a kid because I still don't have a kid. All you guys have kids. Like me, Swerve, and maybe Nova. Yeah,
Nova and
Bo Dixon. Yeah.
But see, it's good because like now Swerve has a niece or nephew, right?
Niece.
A niece?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like you guys get the experience. You got nieces and nephews or nieces, right?
Yeah,
both.
nephews.
Yeah. You know, and it's like
twins too.
that's why we have experience, man. I got 5 nieces and nephews, bro. They're fucking.
Yeah, but you only see them for that limited time.
But I grew up with. They grew up for the first 3 years of the oldest nephew and the middle nephew. They were right there. They were chilling in Watson, man.
Yeah.
I got to watch them, and they left Stockton at like 6.
That's true.
Or they left Watsonville at like 6.
Yeah.
Or the oldest one at least.
I forgot about that. You were with them for a cool minute, especially right here when you're living down the street.
Yeah, man. My brother was a good role model with teaching me the ropes and how to teach. He didn't have a father, so he fucking stepped it up 110 fucking %, bro.
Yeah.
He made that. There was a point where me and my brother were living with him in middle school, bro. Moms had to make ends meet, get a new spot, fucking get us nice and settled. Till then, my brother took us in. We fucking made it happen. He was still like, you going to school, make sure your homework. He was only like 7 years older, but he was on it, bro.
That's crazy because it was 2 of you guys.
Yeah, I know.
So you guys were probably fucking causing a ruckus, you know?
Yeah.
Like just doing hella shit. Now the fuck.
Oh yeah.
Well, I gotta close the blinds now too.
No, you don't.
Just noises left and right.
It's all squeak.
Yeah, squeak, blind. But yeah, that's crazy though. Congrats again.
When you gonna have yours, man?
Huh?
When you gonna have yours?
When I find the right one.
Yeah.
It's important, man. It's really important.
Definitely. You gotta find the right one, man.
I definitely can see myself having a kid like maybe like 35 or something.
Yeah. I said the same thing, man. And shit.
But I was gonna say, if I was in a relationship, like solid one, I'll probably be like, fuck, let's have a kid right now. Yeah. Like, fuck. But since
it's cool, man. Me and my lady are on the same fucking page with everything right now, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you should have seen us. These 4 days in the hospital were probably the best times of my life. Honestly, because like we had no visitors, no one coming in, no one checking up, other than the doctors, but they have to do that, But like it was me, my wife, and my baby. That was it for 4
days.
No, 4 days with my wife, but 2 days with the baby, But it was cool, man.
What was that like? What was the conversation? You guys were just...
It was cool. Every time I walked by her, I gave her a kiss and just told her, like, you did it, man. You fucking made it happen, dude. And she's happy. She's right now breastfeeding the baby right now, man. Shit.
Now, can I know...
I'm gonna grab her some food right now. Go get her comfortable and watch some TV. Enjoy my 3 weeks off till I go back to work.
Right. So can she still smoke or no?
No. Right now, so she stopped so she would, hit it every now and then during the pregnancy, get her, get the stress eased off, but she stopped like maybe 2 months prior. And she just decided, I'm just gonna stay off and not smoke until the baby's off the breastfeeding, and she'll be chilling.
Yeah.
And right now, I was proud of my wife because she stopped quick, man. She said, all right.
Yeah.
She said, all right, enough here and there. It's just down to business. And the baby's healthy, everything. They were fucking proud of my baby, bro, because she was already lifting her head up, fucking already trying to move around, look around. Like, she was fucking doing things times 10, bro. It's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, your little girl looks like a fast learner, too.
Yeah, she's super fast. Not only that, but it's crazy. When she was born, she was like...
teaching this nigga what to do now.
She's definitely telling me what to do. But when she was born, she was like 6 pounds, man. And now she's like the biggest 3-year-old I know. It's crazy.
Dude, she was... At 2 years old, she was punking the 4-year-old nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Miga's little girl was.
But she was 8. But what I noticed is she was never like overweight or nothing like that, man. She's just a big baby. She's just big. She's just everything's fit, bro.
Well, I mean, me and her mother both,
Yeah, that's
tall.
true.
You a big motherfucker, bitch.
She's like 5'10". I'm like, 5'11 and a half, like 200 pounds, so she's gonna be big. She's gonna be big.
Bro.
You know, shit.
It's
it's crazy.
Like, man.
How tall is she?
Right now, I have no idea, to be absolutely honest with you.
The BM.
Oh, she's like 5'10".
5'10"?
Yeah, she was like pretty much
And
boned.
you're like 6 foot, right?
I'm like 5'11". I'm just short of it.
Yeah.
Bro,
5'11"
when
and a half.
my baby came out, half her body came out, and I was like, oh shit, that's only half the fucking body. Like, her legs haven't even came out yet. And when she took out her legs, bro, she had long ass leg, bro. She's gonna be a volleyball player, nigga. Like, holy shit, bro. She's gonna take it to the ship, bro.
How much did your daughter weigh?
7 pounds 9 ounces, bro. We thought they were like, oh, she's gonna be a big baby. She's gonna be a big baby. But you know
Yeah, my daughter was like 6 pounds. I think 8 ounces.
Yeah,
I wanna say 8 ounces. It's crazy. She
But
was
there,
small.
it was mainly the stuff that was around the baby inside that was making her like, you know, nice and fucking heavy, and that's why they're like, oh, she's gonna be a big baby. Nah, man, she's all petite. She's beautiful. Absolutely fucking perfect.
Well, especially if she has your genetics, fucking.
Yeah, she's gonna.
You've been skinny fucking your whole life.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you eat the most out of all those.
Yeah.
Like,
In and out, bro, all day, bro. That's how she already pooped twice today. Second day out in this world, man. She's chilling.
Have fun with that.
Yeah. There's gonna be plenty more.
Yeah, you're gonna be
more,
smiling, all right.
I know,
Today you're
right?
about to eat or some shit, and it's like, Dad, I got some doo-doo. I got some goodness in there. Yeah, it's not fun.
Get some shit on your fingers before you eat.
Oh, shit's gonna get real. Shit's gonna get real, I know. But I'll do it all over again, man. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Now I know what everyone else talks about, man, because it's
About
a blessing.
kids?
It's a blessing, bro, because everyone's like, oh, some people are like, it's hard. Then you see some people struggling like a motherfucker.
There's times.
And
That's what it is.
yeah,
But
yeah,
those
yeah,
times
definitely.
make you stronger. Not only that, but you'll struggle at first with like certain situations. It'll pop up and you'll be like, what the fuck, you know, because it's your first time through it. But like once you get through that and you see it, it's like it's natural. It's like it's just habit. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Some people are not meant for it too.
Yeah,
That's-
and I noticed that,
Yeah.
and I've noticed that if you don't want a baby, like I've been with my lady for so long, bro. There was already 2 different times we could have had a baby when we were young, and now I reflect on it back, and I'm thinking like, damn, bro, like I could have had like a 6, 7-year-old right now, but would I have been the same person I am today? Who knows? You know, maybe it would have been better, maybe it been worse, but at the same time, I am who I am today. And I got my baby girl to look at and be like, hey, you know,
Yeah.
I'm chilling, bro. I'm fucking making money. I'm working. I'm fucking, you know, out of the courts and shit, bro. I was dealing with that little case.
Yeah.
Husky's about to be home fucking at the end of the year due to this COVID shit, you know?
Yeah.
Solid.
Hopefully, you know,
Solid.
you're chilling, bro.
Yeah.
Spending your time in county jail, bro, like doing it, you know? That's how you gotta do it, man.
Pretty much. You've been through it too. You got to.
This nigga. We celebrated your birthday that one time.
Shit.
The only one that damn near went to jail for the longest was the birthday boy.
Straight up.
Oh,
I did. My birthday landed on the day at like second or third day I was in there,
Yeah.
and
We went to celebrate this nigga's birthday.
I remember the guards let us watch it was the Giants and the Boston Red Sox, and they let us watch the game, like the end of it. It was so sick because in the little section we were at, we were only getting out like a few hours. You know?
Yeah.
It was like the intake.
And it just so happened that
it's
you
like
got out.
most of the time they just trying to let the druggies like sweat their shit out or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
So when they let us watch that game, I was so pumped, man. Everybody else went to bed. I was watching the game. I was up. I was like, fuck, this is my birthday. This is how it's gonna be, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's crazy, man. Like shit, it's a lot.
And now you got your daughter, man, and you fucking looking back, you know, chilling.
I turned the whole thing around instantly too. As soon as I got out, I was on a mission. Got a job, got it figured out.
Same
blah, blah.
hustle, different mentality, man.
Yeah, no, straight up. Just a lot smarter. You know, it was dumb decisions. You know, and little things that we did and didn't do. That now we are who we are, and it's like, man, I'm proud of the man I am today. So it's like I can't even even front from what I did before.
Oh yeah, nah, it's good, man. We fucking. Everyone, Miguel has a second, has his one kid, huh?
Daughter.
Daughter, see everyone, man.
Everybody's having daughters out of this.
Yeah.
Gabe Conte has 2 daughters.
I know, man.
It's funny because you know what they say is, you know, when you're little assholes when you're younger, you get daughters when you're older.
Oh, dude, they curse you and bless you with the same thing, bro. They're like, all right, you're gonna be fucking around when you're younger. You're gonna see, bro.
Yeah, it's like,
You're
boom,
gonna see.
there you go.
I think Michael Pimentel has 3 boys though.
Yeah, but hey, honestly, that
But
motherfucker.
he was like,
G with it, bro. He got. I see his kids fucking playing all the time, happy. You know, getting on.
He's on his shit.
On his shit, bro. 100%, bro. And that's always good because that motherfucker run amok too as a youngster, bro. You couldn't even tell. You couldn't even tell that nigga no sometimes, bro. Like, you know, let's go to this bar. Let's go to that bar. Nope. Hey, this nigga's looking at me wrong. Fuck this nigga.
Yeah, he was on it.
I remember we were at a concert and I'm looking up at these niggas performing and shit, and I get hit in the chest by his head because he's over here swinging on some dude back. He's backpedaling while he's swinging on some dude in the middle of the fucking concert, and I'm like, motherfucker, man, you would be the one. I grabbed that other dude by the fucking head. We start you know, it's like it happened, bro. But now I look back on his stories and shit, bro, and like same thing, bro. That child makes you different, bro. Makes you see things a whole lot different. It's not just you and it's not just you anymore. It's you and her, man. Yeah. You and it, you know.
Yeah, whatever.
Boy or girl, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Facts. That's why he started doing construction too. Kind of like you're doing construction, right?
Nah, I'm doing more of a installment, man. We do modular installments, commercial buildings and shit. Chilling, work all day, bro, all week. I could work Saturdays every weekend if I want to, but right now that I got the baby, I'm chilling. Hell no. I gotta teach my baby girl how to fish now, man. Get her on the water, man.
Be patient. Trust me.
Just don't teach her how to get stranded in the ocean.
Yeah, or to get stuck out there.
I'll tell her to backpedal back. Just tread water, baby. Backstroke if you have to. Call for help, cause daddy's in trouble.
Daddy's in trouble. Call.
Alright, man. Well, hey, Sneak Solo G out. I gotta go take care of daddy duties. Make it happen.
Go change that other diaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, round 2 is you.
I love you guys, man.
Alright, love you too, brother. Be smooth.
I'll see you guys soon, man.
Just give a shout out on the fucking mic real quick.
Yes, sir.
He's sit back down. He's like,
shout out everybody. Shout out my team. Shout out my crew. Solo grinding. Shout out my family. Shout out everyone that's fucking supporting me. Shout out everyone that's supporting us. We making it happen one way or another. You may not see us now, bro, but we've been here since day one. Yeah. We still here. It don't matter. You see people come and go. You see people here today, gone now. So it don't really matter, bro. We out here doing it.
Grinding.
Still solo grinding.
Like the hat, dog.
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
I gave all mine away.
Hey, this is the only one I got, bro. I got paint on that motherfucker, dude.
I know. I got my one shirt and that's it too.
Hey,
and I'm gonna keep.
I got a couple tees.
I got a couple 2XLs. Solo grinding. I can't fit in. So
I'm all over it. All
right, man. Sneak Solo G signing out.
So, as you can tell, this shit gets chaotic sometimes. And gotta get rid of that chair. Quick break, you know. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking contact high. Like the fact that these guys can smoke, look, you can still see a little bit of the backwood. I'm actually lit from just inhaling the smoke that they fucking pushed out. It's pretty crazy. I do this by myself. I got 2 GoPros going. The setup's right here. Backdrop, green screen. I'm actually going to start having people rap in front of the green screen. So the future of the podcast, maybe if I have a guest that's an artist, like rapper or singer, they can perform after. And then we'll just have like a live concert going on because it's fucking COVID times. Like, what the fuck? We can't even perform anymore. That's crazy. I remember back in the days we used to perform all the time, and it was pretty sick. Like being on stage and that energy in the crowd. Like, if you really think about it, how are the concerts gonna be? Because you can't be close. People used to be like sardines, just right there, just fucking stuck, like in the fucking like. I used to get so much anxiety. They used to be stuck as fuck right next to each other, breathing, sweating. You know, you got people on drugs just fucking humping your leg on the other side. Knowing Neighbors podcast. I might edit this out. I might not. Open up, tell my story, why I'm fucking even doing this. The whole purpose of doing this is just to get people recognizing the 831. Piggy's right here, rolling up. Boom. On cue. A little
there we go.
Side track right now. You know, I already knew it was gonna be at least 20 minutes to 30 minutes of smoking session because
that's how we do it.
Yeah, you guys had a fucking big ass. Like I was trying. How you been?
Dude, it's crazy. I'm good, man. Right now, it's just like, it's been like a lot of like dealing with everything. I mean, the fire, the COVID, everything's kind of restricted, and then yeah, it's like, you know, shit. Honestly, it's just like I'm you know, 2020 is crazy. Like a lot of shit changed for me, so like I'm just looking for that new outlet or that new you know, that new start. So it's like that's the best way I can put it. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy because so much shit's going on. We got COVID, fires, we got fucking racism has been around for so long, but it's just getting exposed now.
Yeah, I'm dumb for not pointing that out. That's honestly a whole nother thing too. The racism, the cops killing innocent, you know, these guys aren't even proven guilty yet, and they're over here killing these guys, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's terrible to see. It's really terrible to see, especially knowing that my daughter, you know, I mean, she might be light complected. She is partially black, and it's like, that's scary, you know?
What would you say your daughter has in her genes? Because
I'm Mexican and Portuguese, and then my daughter's mother is black and white, so those four.
Yeah, that's crazy because your daughter has green eyes or like hazel eyes. She's light skinned like you, white like you.
Well, it's crazy because I have like I have hazel eyes too, but like my eyes like react off the weather, like so like. You know, sometimes they're really brown, or sometimes there's like a lot of green within the brown. So like it really depends on the weather, which is crazy. But her eyes are just like exactly like mine, like when it's like really really sunny, like, or like actually cloudy. I'm sorry, like when it's cloudy but really bright, my eyes get really green off of that color. I don't know how or why, but I mean, I'm not no eye expert. Yeah. But yeah, she has like those eyes like when I get that, and it's like just super green. It's crazy. My sister has similar eyes too, so it's definitely something in my genes for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy because I guess it's so weird because you're pretty much Mexican.
I'm actually I'm more Portuguese. I'm more Portuguese.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's like, I know I'm like definitely white from my mom's side, but like not very much. And then because my grandma's Mexican, and then my actual grandfather's Mexican too. So, honestly, I don't even know. I don't know my like grandpa, so I can't even speak on that. So that's why like that little small percentage is there, but I'm definitely a quarter Mexican. My grandma's full Mexican, and then I'm definitely.
I thought it was the other way around.
No, I'm definitely a quarter Mexican, and then I'm half Portuguese. My dad's side is full-blooded Portuguese.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Definitely. My last name's like super like rare too. I don't really like. There's a pretty large community of Portuguese people out here. I don't really. Not about all that.
Yeah,
like,
Derek's
all crazy.
Portuguese too.
He's in that. He's in the mix on that.
Yeah.
But
he's like your distant cousin.
Exactly. But you know, it's like every time I mention my last name, they're like, "What?
Oh,
crazy." Yeah.
That is a unique last name. I never really thought about that.
It's pretty. Wow. It's not common.
Yeah.
Like I was tripping. Like I looked it up, and there's not very many people with that last name.
My last name's Hernandez. That's so common. There's like, my mom's is Diaz. You know. Like
yeah. So either way.
Yeah.
It's like Hernandez or Diaz. It's like boom, boom. Those are very common last names, but at the end of the day, it's you that makes the name. People remember that.
Exactly.
Know? It's crazy because like your name can stand out, but you know it's you that makes the name stand out and what it stands out for.
I asked Danny from Raw High Class this question, and now that you brought that up, what do you want to be remembered for?
At this point in my life, like I probably would have given you a different answer, like maybe like 6-7 years ago, even 5 years ago. I would have given you a different answer. But at this point in my life, I just want to be remembered as a good father by my daughter. You know, like I'm at a point in my life where like I'm so beyond worrying about things and just
I don't know if she
go beat up Hash.
Is it Hash?
Yeah.
I thought it was fucking Luna.
Nah, I could tell by his dummy ass bark and shit. But but yeah, it's like you know, like definitely a different answer than it would have been. But yeah, I just want to, you know, that's what I focus on because, you know, at the end of the day, all the man, like the society's changed a lot, and it's like a lot of people focus on like, you know, social media, how they're doing, what they're doing, and it's like, you know, most of the people doing or posting things, it's like temporary shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not even, you know, like me, all I really post about is like messing with my daughter, like just little videos of
It's
me
funny
or
that you
something.
say that, because I don't post at all, and I've been wanting to post, but I don't know, I don't feel like me posting. That's why I suck at doing this shit, because I'm like, I just don't like posting. Like, I don't know what it is about social media, like I'm never really on, you know?
See, like, I think what it is like, I think you have the same feel as me. Like, not necessarily the exact same, but like, you know, like nowadays it's so like fake, you know?
Yeah, look what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
look
either-
at this.
It's either, you know, bragging or people trying to rekindle shit or some weird shit, you know? Like, I don't know.
And that's why you post about your daughter, because that's your world right there, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And like, that's gotta be, you know, like, and to be honest with you, those videos, like, I post that for like people that ask and like about my daughter and stuff like that. They follow me, they look at that shit, they, you know, they message me on it. So it's like, that's the main reason why I post about her. And then like, you know, just me, I'll be bored or some shit, like, so I'll post some shit here and there, but keep it extra honest. I don't post very often either though.
Yeah.
Got the gulp on the cast.
You gotta drink a gallon a day.
Yeah, nah, I tried to drink a little over it, but at least a gallon.
So how was your workout? You've been working out a lot recently. You were a trainer for a little bit too.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 years. I think 3 years. And yeah, it was crazy. But workout was good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was a solid workout. I've been going pretty hard. Got a little extra time, trying to get this shit in and figure it out, lock it in. I want to get back to where I was and just keep going. It might be a little side hustle, you know, like training's contractor work, so it's a nice avenue. You can go anywhere, do anything, you know. It's like pretty much knowing your own shit, and you just got to find a spot to do it. That's where you pay your dues or however you want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to get back into training?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Because you've always loved working out.
Yeah, I have, and it's like part of my motivation right now is just to kind of get back into shape, get into that. You know, I was never necessarily super out of shape, but I definitely was like focused on my daughter. You know, wasn't too worried about it. You know, but I started cleaning out my diet and started hitting it hard. And today was like a small workout, but it was cool. Like, it was my final day of my fast yesterday. I do like a little carb cycling every once in a while. Like, not crazy. I don't like to, but, you know, just to help jumpstart things or whatever. I'm not going to go too into detail about it, but, you know, basically I fast from carbs after the first meal I have. So it's like, I definitely ate some carbs right now. I feel great. So,
You said no carbs, so that's the only reason why I thought of keto right away.
To an extent, yes. Because I don't believe in the keto, but I do believe in like short periods of times where you can like disband yourself from carbs, you know, like a couple days at the most. But I wouldn't like preach like a keto month, you know, but I would like a couple days, like go ahead and carb fast or something, you know.
Why is that though?
Because not having carbs is not good for your brain. It's not good for your body. It's not good for your functions.
Yeah.
Like, it will literally make you feel stupid.
No way.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So,
yeah, carbs
'cause
are like what give you energy. It's what like keeps your brain active. It, like, you know, I mean, proteins are good because they help your muscles, and fats are good because they keep you I like to say sane, but fats are good because like they just keep your body fed, and like your body genuinely needs like the right amount and the proper fats, but like good sources of fat. It's very important because your body feeds off of that as well. But really, like carbs are like, you know, that's your energy source. That's your gas tank. You know, if you're not eating a lot of carbs, then you're gonna feel bad throughout the day. You're not gonna have the same work output or any of that. You know, so it's definitely important. So I'd never preach it for a long period of time. Like, I woke up this morning feeling terrible because I was just so hungry and, like, you know, I was just over it, ready to, like, eat. You know, I was like, oh, my fast is over, I'm about to eat. You know, so it's like, I feel bad for the people doing the keto diets that do that for, like, 6 months, 8 months, because what it is, like, you know, you lose a lot of weight through not eating carbs because carbs are heavy. They, you know, stick to your stomach. They don't digest, like, as quick. You know, they stay around for a while. So it's like... especially if you're not active. So it's like, you know, they basically lose a lot of weight, and it works and it works and it works, and the moment they start eating carbs, they blow back up because they didn't do anything to establish that. You know, they might have sped up their metabolism for the meantime, but after a small portion of time, that metabolism will go back to where it was if they don't continue that. So it's like, it just basically ages you.
Yeah
Yeah,
but like, I see some people do keto and they work out. Like, for instance, Vinny from Jersey Shore, he says keto Guido, and he does keto all the time.
I mean, see, that's cool and all, but
explain before you continue.
But he's like, you know, he's a celebrity, and not only that, but he's probably juicing the way he is. So
before you continue more, like, is carbs just like bread, rice, and... Because I'm an idiot when it comes to all this shit. You know more than me.
Realistically, carbs can come from everything because vegetables have small amounts of carbs. Fruit have carbs. But, I mean, realistically, anything sugary or sugars have carbs. Breads, like potatoes, like, you know, noodles, things like that, starchy stuff, those are carbs. You know, definitely bread. I think I covered that, but I'm drawing a blank right now. But yeah, mainly like just starchy, thick foods, like, you know, pasta, any type of pasta that you can think of. You know.
So if you're doing keto and you're eating a lot of vegetables and meat, like, that's not just as good, or?
I mean, it's not that it's not just as good, but like, you know, the one thing that, you know, I guess you can jump into, like, vegans or vegetarians, they still get, like, carbohydrates from, like beans and potatoes and things like that. Yeah. So they still get well-balanced diets. A keto, you're missing a large, you know, portion of what you need, your body needs. So it's like, with that, you can never compensate. It's like, you can eat as much broccoli, carrots, whatever you want to consider carbs that, like, you know, your keto diet allows, but at the end of the day, you're still starving yourself from carbs, and that's never a good idea.
So you recommend, as a person that works out, eat carbs, like, good amount? Not a lot, but, like, just eat a good amount?
Eat the right ones. And, like, you know.
And what are the right ones?
I mean, realistically, like, you know, like, red potatoes, they're pretty starchy, so you want to eat them on really active days. You know, it's just planning stuff out. Be smart about it. You know, like bread's really starchy, sticks to your, you know, stomach. But I mean, realistically, the government puts out the FDA or whatever, they put out a little thing where it's like, you know, they already basically give you a little recommendations, and it's like, you know, like 4 to 8 slices of bread and stuff like that, and it's like a week, you know, like. That's basically what it is, you know. It's like it's like that, and then it really truly roots from your goals. I always tell people this. People are always like, what do I do? How do I do it? And it's like, it really roots from your goals and how dedicated you are to do it. Like, are you gonna eat clean? Because if you're gonna eat clean, then you don't have to do this and this, but you got to do this at least. Yeah. You know, and then you got to make sure you're on the clean, you know, and you're eating clean and you're staying eating clean. But you know, if you're not gonna keep to your diet, then you'll probably have to do extra cardio, and you'll probably have to do, you know, this and that extra, because, you know,
you're not eating
you
right.
eat more, you gotta, you know, import export. You know, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're taking it in. You gotta you know, you gotta utilize it. You know, it's like when you eat something, you gotta eat to provide energy for yourself, and it's like when you you know, you're basically, and that's how I see it, especially when I'm on it. When I'm on it and I'm working out and I'm just on it. Like, I'm thinking about it. Like, I need to eat this and this and this because, you know, for one, it's going to taste good, but it's going to make me output better. Like, it's going to make me feel better, work harder. You know, it's like, you know, when you're eating fast food, you get that instant, like, oh, man, like, you know, you got the stomach, and then you're like, damn, you get lazy, you know what I mean? There's a reason it's high in sodium. It's like, you know, there's a lot of, it's really fatty, you know, so it's like, I'm not going to say I don't eat fast food. I eat it. I like it. Fuck it. You know, but at the end of the day, it's got to be moderated, you know, it just can't be all the time.
And what would you say is like the best meal? Like, because you meal prep. So what would you recommend?
Like, realistically, it's all about your taste bugs. It's about making it easy for you, you know, because, it's hard to eat the same thing over and over and over again. A lot of people get that perception, like chicken, rice, vegetables, you know.
I always hear that,
Yeah, you know, and it's a good meal, but you don't gotta eat that all the time, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's really about like what you like and making it healthy. You know, there's only so many meals that you can make, so make it healthy. You like burritos, use whole wheat tortillas. They suck, they don't taste as good, but they're healthier.
Now, I always hear that wheat's actually bad for you.
To an extent, if you eat a lot of it. It's not bad for you if you eat in like small doses, but everything's bad for you if you eat it in large doses. Aside from
so it's if you eat a good amount, that okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean,
because I always heard that it's bad for your gut biome, or I don't know.
Yeah, that's if you're ingesting like a ton of wheat. Like, a lot of people are like, wheat's healthier, so that people just completely switch 100% over to wheat, and like they eat wheat bread and wheat tortillas, and it's like, it goes back to the same thing. It's you know, everything needs to be eaten in moderations, and if you're eating too much of it, it's gonna make you feel bad. It's gonna get you sick. One of the two.
Now, I've always thought about this because I've been running a lot. Is it true when you do like maybe a lot of cardio, you sweat it out? Do you need like sugar, like soda, just to get like back into action?
Nah, definitely.
I'm talking about like you just like dripping like you just
because
lost.
Sugar in general, all it does is give you an energy spike and then an energy crash. So realistically, that's all you can expect. When you're tired from working out, you need to hydrate yourself, you need to eat a meal, and you'll get energy.
So you don't need like, I don't know, I heard someone saying like they did a bunch of cardio so their body's craving sugar.
Well, at that point, yes, because they're probably starving themselves at the same time. Like, if you're doing large amounts of cardio, you know, it's like, how would I put it? Like, when you're just tired in general, you crave like bad stuff. That's like that's part of the dedication when you're working out and like trying to smash through goals and stuff. It's like, there's times where it's really hard. You want a candy bar, you want something, and it's like, you know, you're tired, you're hungry, you're going with your meal plan.
What would you say that was then? Because when people say that they did a workout where the body, or like someone's doing squats, they eat. I know people eat gummies like when they're doing
instant
squats.
Carbohydrates.
Is that what it is? Like, is that what?
Instant carbohydrates. Okay. And the sugars help to like get you through the workout. Like, that's like cool, you know, but also like, you know, specifically gummy bears, it's like, you know, obviously there's sugar, but it's dumbed down. It's not a ton of sugar. If you look at some of the candies, they're like 50 grams, 40 grams, 60 grams, you know what I mean? Like, gummy bears, like a serving is like 12 or 16, something small, you know? So it's like, that's...
So people do that. Like, when they work out,
definitely, Definitely.
I was just confused on that. Like, I always hear people sometimes say that.
But to be honest with you, it goes back to goals, because those guys are the guys lifting extremely heavy. They don't care about their physique as much, and they're just trying to get heavy. Big. They're going for all output, you know, so all out output. So it's like, for them, they don't give a shit that they're eating some gummy bears, but for somebody trying to trim weight or get their six pack or something like that, you know, that might be counterproductive. So that's what I mean by like goals. That's a good example right there.
Yeah,
because all about your goals.
Yeah, you used to be big, like not like straight big. Well, actually, recently, yeah, you were kind of big, but before that, you almost had like a 6-pack, and you've always had like.
I did. I had a 6-pack. That was the first time in my life I had a 6-pack. I was always like, never big, but like I was always like that slightly heavier XL, 2XL guy.
And what was your what was your program for that? Like, how'd you get to being a little chubby to like shredded? Like you had a 6-pack.
It honestly, like, my programs and my workouts are on point because I'm a trainer, of course, or used to be. You know, the programs and things that I did were on point, but it was really my dedication within my diet. Like, there was so many times where, like, I could have ate fast food or did some shit, and, like, every time you do that, you set yourself back. You know what I mean? If it's planned out, then it's not as bad, of course, because I give myself cheat meals. When you need a cheat meal when you're working out here and there, not all the time, but strategically, so that your body does need that fat and that large source of it. It'll help you for your next workout. You'll probably add like 5 pounds, you know what I mean? Depending on what, you know, but not like weight, but I mean like within like your bench press or your squat or whatever, you know. It's good. It's like it's kind of like a reset. It goes back to the fasting, you know. It's like a reset the other way to where, like, you know, it's like it's a reward for your body.
Yeah.
But it's, like I said, moderation. That's part of it. But yeah, I think like I would have to shout out my diet for that. Like, I was really on it. Like, weighing out my food, everything. I'm not that on it right now because
you slowly get back into it.
Yeah, well,
it doesn't happen right away.
To be honest with you, I weighed meals out for so long that I feel like I eyeball it pretty well. So like, I'm not too worried about it, and I know what I want, and it's not like generally necessary right now because I'm already dropping like large amounts of weight, like just doing it like that. So it's like,
that's so crazy, bro, because like, not to talk shit, but you were big before you started this diet, and you look totally different now. Like, you had like a nice little belly going.
Oh yeah, no.
And now 100%. That belly's gone.
I mean,
for a second I thought you were pregnant. I was like, this was pregnant too. Like, fuck, and you're just like, you just came out chubby, and now that belly's gone, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's crazy because I hate to say it, but that's, you know, like, people have their ups and downs, and like, I wasn't happy with my situation, and I wasn't happy with the things going on. So it was like that just led to that. I got over it. I just stopped caring. I just stopped worrying about it. You know, it was just like, kind of, all right, I need to eat. You know, so I wasn't even eating that much. I was just eating terrible.
Yeah, bad foods.
But yeah, you know, I'm already, I think I'm like 197 right now.
197. Wow, I can't even talk. 197. Wow.
Yeah, and where I was when I had my 6-pack, I was 179, but I can have a 6-pack at like 183, 187, so I want to get somewhere there. So a little bit more size, basically.
Running by, like, how'd you get there before? You said diet was one, but like, what was the workouts?
Like, it's hard to explain because they change. I change them at least every 3 months. Yeah. So it's like, it's hard to explain, but like, you know, I just like, for the most part, separated each body part and like exhausted each one to where like I was sore throughout the entire week from each one, and I individually picked them out. You just got to be strategical about it.
Just keep going in.
Yeah, because I can go on and on, like I did this and I did.
Go for it. That's why we're here.
Nah, you know, like,
because someone might be trying to lose weight, and you're giving them knowledge. That's why I'm asking you.
You're right.
Because I'm trying to get a 6-pack. I had a 6-pack like when I was doing boxing. My abs were shredded.
With abs, it's extremely important for your diet because you can get skinny, you can get fit with working out and just being fit and eating pretty good, but like abs, it's extremely important for your diet because even the top 4, you can get the top 4 pretty easy too. Like, it's not like super hard, like, especially for those with the right metabolism, it's extremely easy. But you know, even with like a slightly not as good metabolism, it's pretty easy to get the top 4. But the bottom 2, and like to have that 6-pack and to keep it, it's diet, and it's like the right foods, the right times. But it's like weird because like people think like, okay, well, I'm gonna get skinny and don't eat. That actually counteracts itself as well, because when you don't eat throughout an entire day, your body's like, what's going on? Like, I'm hungry. Like, You know, so it goes into starvation mode, and it'll like store the next meal you have, as healthy as it is, as fat, because it's so worried that it's not going to eat again because of the way it got, that it'll actually store that as fat, and then their fat, you know, sticks to your body longer. It keeps its weight there for longer, so it translates into fat.
You keep that belly.
Yeah, basically. It doesn't matter. You're working hard, you're only eating 2 meals. Doesn't matter. Like when I was at like physical peak, like I was eating like 6, some days 7 meals a day. Got to eat every 2-3 hours. You know, but I mean, to be honest with you, it's extremely easy, because when you're working that hard, like you're pretty hungry every 2-3 hours. Like,
yeah,
I remember, like, I'm already at that point now, but hey, I remember, like, you know, you eat your meal and like 2.5 hours later, you're hungry, you're pissed, you're like, damn, I need to eat, you know, and it's like, oh, I gotta wait a little bit longer, you know, just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You know, let your food digest from the last meal, basically, or let it finish.
I always hear snacking's good. Is that true?
As long as it's planned out and healthy. As long as it's planned out and healthy. I mean, as long as it's planned out and healthy, I definitely did that on occasion for sure. It's just to sneak in calories, to be honest with you. You know, like if your diet needs to be at 2,500 calories and the 5 meals you prepared today was like 23, and that's just how it ended up, like from portion size and just whatever, but you need a few extra calories, boom. Like, it's just got to be healthy, that's all. It's got to be proper, it's got to be right, you know.
So if someone's like 300 pounds right now, what would you say, like, what should they start with? Diet?
I promise you, if they're 300 pounds, if they start with diet, they'll drop 50 pounds right away. Yeah. If they're, and if I'm going to be honest with you, anyone 300 pounds, I'm going to tell you right now, you drink soda. You drink sugary drinks. I don't care if it's juice. I don't care if it's, you know, juice might be slightly healthier. But at the end of the day, large amounts of sugar end up in large amounts of fat. Sugar is translated straight to fat. It doesn't matter. You know, that's why, you know, I mean, powerlifters are still pretty fit when they look like physique-wise, because, you know, they might be eating those little gummy bears and sugar, but they're about to do some crazy workout. They're burning that fat instantly. They need it. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was asking, because I noticed some people ask for sugar.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people say stay away from sugar.
Yeah, so
it's just crazy.
It's just moderate.
It's like just too much of everything is just always bad.
Exactly. And it's like the correct amounts, like, or the right sources too, because you can eat bad carbs. You can eat like eating a lot of potatoes. It's really starchy. It sticks to your stomach a lot. It's not good to eat that every day on a daily basis. Like meal prep, like potatoes all the time. Like, that's
crazy you say that, because I've heard of someone saying a potato diet, just eat potatoes. Like, and I thought that was crazy. They're
that's definitely crazy.
I forgot where I heard that from.
There's not a lot of protein in that. So it's like, you know, I mean, you'll survive.
That's not good.
Yeah, and I don't know how, like, your digestive system will like that. I don't know how, like, because potatoes are thick, so you might, like, I don't know, it might be hard to go boom boom after a while.
So it's pretty much balance out everything. Balance out your, don't eat too much meat, don't eat too much vegetables. That's why you always
hear, like, eat a well-balanced diet. Like,
well-balanced.
It's so real. It's so real. Like, treat yourself when you're doing good. Like, you know, be smart about it. Be strategical. You want to have a cheat meal? Go hit legs on Saturday. Do an extra day, you know, and then go get some food. Enjoy yourself.
Now, this is something I noticed, because I'm barely getting back into fitness. You know, I feel great. I've run. Yesterday I did like 100 dips and 50 pull-ups. I'm still sore right now, and like did the ab work. My abs are sore. Like I'm feeling good. And one thing I noticed, my anxiety's going like down, and like depression and all that shit goes away. So if someone has problems with that, would you say working out solves all that?
100%, man. How you feel about yourself, you know, even if you're not doing it right, even just going down there and doing some curls or doing a squat, whatever you want to do, you're going to feel better about yourself. So no matter what, those things are going to go away. You have anxiety because you don't feel comfortable in a situation, you know. So it's like, when you slim down, you feel a lot more comfortable.
Oh, dude, I've been looking in the mirror. I'm like, ooh,
yeah,
my shit's looking good. Like,
right there,
I feel happy
looking
when I
in
see
the mirror.
that.
You feel better about yourself. That outputs good energy. You're always gonna feel better after that.
Yeah,
and it's never gonna change. So it's like, it's definitely really good, because at the end of the day, like, it's your personal image that makes you feel great about yourself. You know what I mean? And some people don't care about weight. Some people, it's like, that's relevant to them. It's like, some people it does, and some people, you know what I mean? But definitely, no matter what, like, even if you're not, like, too worried about your weight, just working out, making yourself, going down there, you're instantly gonna notice something. You're instantly gonna see something, and you're gonna feel good about it.
It's hard to get motivated, though. Like, sometimes I sit in my room and I'm just mentally prepping myself for war, because I have to get mad if it's a day where I don't want to work out but I know I need to. I like sit down and get mad at myself, and then I just like snap. I'm like, fuck it, let's go. Like, I have to switch into that mode, because sometimes when you get home from work, I sit down, I'm just like that. I just want to go to sleep. Then I have to get up and be like, get this energy, like, pissed.
My thing is like, at the end of the day, my thing is like, it's just a plan. It's got to be a part of your day. It doesn't matter. Like, me, I'm very goal oriented, and I worry about, like, what I get done every day, and like what I've accomplished throughout a year. Anything, I'm not gonna nitpick, but like, I'm very goal oriented, and I track what I do and like how well I do it. So like, for me, like, it's just, I set it as a plan. It doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter why, it doesn't matter when. Like, in my opinion, the easiest way, especially for those with less not priorities, but less other things that they gotta worry about. Like me, I gotta worry about my daughter. So it's like, I can't just get off of work and go straight to the gym. I gotta wait for either the daycare or my mom to be available to watch her. So it's like, it's a mental toughness, but like, it's like, after, like, for me especially, like, after a while, like, I'm just like, I'm pumped. Like, even when I don't want to go and work out, like, I usually have that problem on Fridays. I'm like, fuck, it's the end of the week.
Yeah.
I usually tend to make sure that it's like a small workout on Friday. So I'm like, damn, it's not even that big of a workout. It's like just this little thing. I don't even want to go. But, as soon as you finish, you're like, fuck, I finished it. I got the rest of the day. Let's do this. It's like instant, like, positivity, happiness. So it's like, I've gone through it enough, and I've, especially getting to where I was before. Like, I've had ups and downs where I was like, man, I don't want to work out, and it's like, I've just seen the benefits, and like, it's like going and sticking to a routine and a plan is like what it is. Like, that's what it's just got to be that, because at the end of the day, like, things pop up, things happen, you might miss a day here and there, but like, minimize that to like as little as possible.
Yeah.
Don't let it, don't let daily life affect your 1 hour of working out, because, it's really like, you can get everything done within an hour. You can, like, hour and a half at the most. So it's like, just dedicate, it's 1 hour out of 24 hours to like feel better. You know what I mean? Like, it's a youthful feeling. Like, you stay young doing that.
Yeah, for real. Dude, it feels super good.
Yeah.
Like, I trip out. And that's why I feel like weed helps too. Like, after a long workout, I'll smoke and I'll just fucking like relax.
Exactly.
Like, just enjoy it.
No,
just enjoy that
that's
fucking
why
pain.
I'm such an advocate that athletes should be able to smoke. I'm a big advocate of that, and I listen to a lot of podcasts where they talk about that and things, and like, I'm definitely a big advocate of it, because at the end of the day, like, like, it relaxes your muscles, it calms you down, and it gives you that opportunity to just stop worrying about things for a little bit. Especially for those who don't, use it as often. I use it a lot throughout the day to keep myself calm, so it doesn't affect me as much. But, like, it's definitely, like, it's a relaxer. It's something that's, like, really good for you, like, in my opinion. I mean, it's not for everybody, and that's for sure, too. Some people get paranoid or don't like the feeling, or just get, but at the end of the day, everybody reacts different, and, I'm definitely a big believer that, if your body can intake it and you can react properly, and you like the way it is and the way it feels, that you should be able to do it.
Hell yeah.
And that's why it's legal now. I hope eventually athletes will have that option because, a lot of these athletes are getting banged up. They're getting beat up. Like, like there's like topicals. There's things you could put on your muscles to like make you feel better. Like, and it really works. Like, from somebody that's used it, it works. It makes you feel better. And it like, it's just one of those things.
Mm-hmm. And speaking about weed, are you trying to do something with weed?
Yeah, definitely. I'm dealing with some court stuff, trying to, keep custody of my daughter right now. So I'm in a little in between period, but I definitely like very, very soon I'm going back in the weed business. I'm gonna either do manufacturing or sales, possibly growing, but it would have to be the right position. And but I took that knowledge and I've been doing that for like 4 years now, and like I'm just gonna run with it. I love it. It's one of those things where it's like working in the weed industry is cool. It's very stressful. I'm not gonna lie. It's very stressful. Everybody thinks you're smoking blunts and chilling. Nah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I've worked 36 hours straight once. Like definitely 12s for sure all the time. So it's like. It's a lot of hard work, and it doesn't just happen. It's not magic. It's not easy either. Growing weed is extremely hard. Manufacturing weed, like making concentrates or wax, whatever you want to call it, that's extremely hard too, because there's a lot of like behind the scenes grunt work. It's not just putting some weed in a tube and extracting it. There's a lot of stuff. You got to prepare you got to prepare it. You got to make sure it's clean. There's a lot of things behind it that you just don't know about.
How many different like weed companies have you worked for?
Just the one. I was with them for a long time, and I gained a lot of experience with them. I did growing for them, not like on a large scale their scale. Their scale was large, but I didn't do it very often. I did like basic stuff, so I got like small parts of that. But I learned how to do everything pretty much up and down from making concentrates. So yeah, I stuck with them, and then I pretty much been working with them since I stopped training. So, yeah, when I stopped training, I stopped doing personal training just because it wasn't consistent income, and it's hard to motivate people and get people to show up or to dedicate themselves.
Yeah.
It's a large, hard part of selling yourself and the fact that it's going to work, So it was inconsistent, and at the time I had my daughter and it needed to be done, So I made the transition and I started at base level, and, it sucked because, I was working way less and making the same amount training because the compensation's a lot higher. So it's like, I was probably making what I was making for 40 hours, 20 hours, but eventually I rose up, learned a lot of shit, and I got to a very high position, and it was good for me for a while, but just circumstances and everything going on, 2020, keep it real.
Everybody's losing jobs and shit.
Yeah, and it was just that point where it's like, it's gonna benefit me a lot. I'm gonna get a lot of things done, and there's definitely, it's all on the up and up. I'm only gonna make things better. I'm gonna fight for my daughter and make things happen with that, because at the end of the day, like, she's my little one, man. I gotta have her, So it's like, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna, it is what it is, and like, that's basically where I stand on that. I'm just gonna be positive and hope for the best, and even if the worst comes, like, just be ready for it and just be the best I can when it comes, and just do what I can with the time I have with her, But and then like work wise, like, I just want a good situation. Like, I don't want to jump into anything. Like, I almost did, like, right after I got laid off, I was like, oh man, I need to jump into this job. They pay the same, but it's like Gonzales, Salinas, like super far away, and it's like I got a babysitter set up out here, and like, I want to work more local. Like, Salinas isn't that bad, and if like a better paying job pops up or something like that, I'll keep my options open. But I felt like it was time for me to just give myself some time and like just figure things out. Take the time to like really figure out the situation that's best for me and everything. Because I might be interviewing the next guy interviewing me. Like, I want a really good situation, and I have a lot of knowledge, so there's no reason for me to not be very picky with my next job. So I just I want to be in the right situation. I want to be in a situation that works for me, because I can't just think about myself. You know, I can't be working 12-hour days for a company that needs me 12 hours when I got my daughter and other things going on in my life, you know. So it's a matter of the right situation, you know.
So if you wanted to have your own business, what's the procedure to get that, to start your own shit?
Well, I guess it would depend on what, like, you start up, like whether it's like cultivation, which is like growing weed, or like manufacturing, making wax, or there's also distribution where you just can like
be middleman.
It literally middleman. It's hustler.
No way.
It's
so how do you get to that? Because that's, I mean,
the company I used to work for had a distribution. You know? And that's basically how you sell your products.
Because I've dug my hand in selling weed back when it was illegal. Yeah. And, you know, we've all been around it. Like, this is fucking Santa Cruz. Yeah, weed's everywhere around here.
Nobody's going to be surprised.
Yeah, you could drive, like, dude, there's times where you drive in the cuts in the boonies, or even in, like, on the freeway, you can smell weed. You can smell people growing their own plants. Oh, yeah. And I seen a Snapchat video on your, like, you literally were around fields of weed. Yeah. That shit was crazy. Yeah. Like, when I seen that, I was like, no way.
That's like literally, and that was like small half of it, like maybe less.
Now, quarter. Is that illegal to have fields like that, or what do you have to do to get?
It depends on your licensing.
Okay.
It depends.
So you have to get a license.
Well, you need a license to grow legally, unless it's a small amount that they allow, like just for non-commercial. But commercial, you need a license, and then the license that you receive will tell you how much you can grow.
So do you have to pay for that? Do you
license? Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, do you have to take a test? Like, hey,
I'm not too aware. That was more on the owner side of that part of everything. But you know, I know that you just gotta comply with the government. You gotta tell them that you're a legit business. You gotta do the things that they want you to do. You know, they wanted your camera feed straight to PD for our facility, and you know, certain things. They give my bosses a list of things that they wanted done. And they did it, and they got that license.
That's so crazy, bro.
But yeah, not only that, but like, you know, for starting up a business, like how you were mentioning, for starting up a business, it's really hard at the moment. I'm sure soon, like in the near future, it'll be a lot easier, but they restricted how many licenses you can have in a county. So most of the counties are pretty full.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Like,
to an extent, they don't want it flooded. It's also got to be like a solid competition, because if you really think about it, there's like, how many clubs in Santa Cruz?
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a ton.
But
like, even on one road, there's like 3. Like, you know, they got Granny Perps. You know, literally right there on that stoplight, there's that one shop. They change the name every month, but it's the one with the green cross by the Ocean Honda.
Yeah, I think I know
there. Yeah. Then you got Chide, like literally down the street, 2-3 streets over on SoCal, and then you got going back to Granny Perps. You got Herbal Cruise and like 1 or 2 other shops that I can't remember the names at the moment. So that's like 6 and like literally,
but see, like
a few block radius.
Trip on this. What I was trying to get at, it's fucked up because there is competition, but since it's like grown from earth, right? And like, think about farmer markets. I can make my own farmer market, right? Like, I can just fucking have it and just like start distributing like my shit, making smoothies and do other shit with the fruits. And then sell it. So
I don't think so.
No,
not legally. No, because food like vendors, you gotta have a license.
No, yeah, but I'm saying approved. Like, once I have my license, all that,
so it doesn't same process.
But it doesn't matter how like many people are here, right? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Cause
no,
you said
they control that too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they control that too. You can't just have millions of fields of strawberries. Like, you know, only X amount is allowed for strawberries. Only X amount is allowed for this fruit. Only X amount is allowed for this fruit. And then, of course, that goes with the environment and the culture around, too. Like, not necessarily saying, like when I say culture, I mean more of, like, your agriculture, you know? Like, what you got going on around. Yeah. Like, what you can grow, you know? Like, realistically. Because, you know, you can't grow certain fruits in certain parts of the world and you can in other parts. So, it's like... You know, obviously that's how you decide what agriculture you'll be. You know, we have great weather for strawberries, so that's why we're the berry town. You know, that's why we got strawberries everywhere. Yeah. But that's still regulated to an extent. Like, you know, crazy. Because land is controlled. Land is not just given. You can't just, you know, like When you see land pop up.
So you would get fucked over if you started your own, like, so let's say I do annoying weed plants, whatever. I start my own business, put it on IG, start showing like, oh, what's up, $30 aids and all that, and then let's say cops, or I don't know who's the fucking people, weed patrol finds out, I get a big ass ticket or what?
Oh yeah. I mean,
because I see a lot of people that are not, like, they're not official and they're on IG selling shit.
Oh yeah, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
There's a task force dedicated to that, but you know, I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, but it goes back to food vendors, you know, when food vendors don't have their proper licensing. You know what I mean? It's kind of a similar situation like that.
Yeah.
But it's on like
that makes sense.
Weed is still considered a drug to a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I guess it's on a drug level, so it's like they see it as way worse, but it's kind of similar to that. That's the best way I can put it, you know. And I mean, of course, in my opinion, you know, should these guys be reprimanded or should they be in trouble? No, they shouldn't, you know. They're just trying to make ends meet, you know. Everybody's trying to eat. Everybody wants to feed their family. So at the end of the day, you know, it's, you know, everybody's got to do what they got to do.
It's a trip because, like, I can make my own clothing brand, no one's gonna trip. But when it comes to fucking, just because it's labeled as a drug, it's like more serious and shit like that.
No, it's consumption.
Yeah.
Because, you know, at the end of the day, you can have thousands of T-shirts everywhere and those can be recycled.
Yeah.
In some aspect.
Yeah.
Whether it's the cloth or whatever. But weed, you inhale it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it also goes bad. Fruit and, you know, marijuana, they both have expiration dates. Like, they don't just...
How long does weed last?
It really depends on how you store it, I guess.
So
That's
if
a
I
really
found...
big factor. But, like, say it's in a jar, great, good.
For a year?
Like, no.
Nah, you can't store weed?
I would say weed, like, goes within, like, 6 months. I say you have, like, a
really?
good, like, yeah, I mean, then that's taking care of it in, like, in proper sealed jar or something.
Say, like, I find a jar 2 years old.
It doesn't matter the age of the jar. It really matters of how well the jar seals, because it's got to be airtight.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
so if it's out,
air is what it aerates it. So like when you have your weed out or you leave it out, even your concentrates like your wax, when you leave that out, it aerates it. It like basically loses its, you know, like say strawberries in a fridge. You know what I mean? Like when they're in the fridge, they stay better longer, as opposed to like leaving them out in a hot environment. You know?
Yeah.
So like just with temperature and like being out exposed to the air alone, it'll go bad.
What happens if you smoke moldy weed?
I guess it depends on how moldy and how much. Because
I've
like,
smoked moldy weed.
I have to. I smoked weed with powder mildew and all kinds of other stuff too. Spider mites, it happens.
Yeah.
Especially when you're kids. When
you're
you're younger, it's
weed,
like, I just need weed. You
Yeah.
know, you don't even know what it is. But realistically, like, it all depends on how much. Because if you smoke a lot of moldy weed, you can get sick for sure. It's just like ingesting moldy, you know, basically food. Because you're inhaling it, you're ingesting it either way.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, so
I started thinking about that. There's been times where I smoked moldy weed and I was like, fuck it, I just want to get lit. I just did it, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's the only thing around. Shoot, I used to, when I was a kid, I used to scrape my pipe, you know?
Oh, yeah. So what is that? Is resin really gets you high? Like, what the fuck is that?
Now that I know, it's so funny, but it definitely does, like, a little bit. But it's more of, like, it's like, you know, it's to the point where it's like, there's no more THC. You're not getting high.
No?
Yeah.
I used to get lit, though. I used to. But or is that mental?
No. So it transfers to CBN. And so when it's like that and it's like all fucked up, or maybe it's one of the CBs, but it transfers to something else, and it basically it gives you like a I want to say airhead high, but like no basically like that, you know.
Damn, I feel like an idiot. I remember back then I used to scrape my pipes, just smoke.
I did the same, and then I was thinking about it, and then like when I really learned about it, you know, when you burn and smoke your bowl, like you're evaporating all the THC off the first few hits. You know what I mean?
There you go.
At that point, you're just smoking the weed.
Yeah,
that's why
crazy.
I prefer like not smoking bowls, like or like if I do smoke a bowl, I like pack small little ones, so it's like you just smoke it all the way through. Because when you pack big fat bowls, you know, you're just charring all the buds that are there. You know, the THC is gone.
I try to grind it. I try to like grind it up and then throw it in the bowl.
See, that works well because when you grind up weed, it doesn't last more than a couple hits, and there's a reason for that. It's because it's now
all burning up too.
Well, it's like separated. You know what I mean? Like when it's a nug, it's like trying to chop up like a thick ass tree. You know, you're gonna need something bigger and more powerful for that. But you know, when you're you're not supposed to, but like in a sense, like a torch would be a lot better than a lighter for smoking a bowl, but it's not gonna be better for you. You're gonna inhale butane and stuff.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like for the bud to actually burn through properly, you know, because when you break it down and you grind it up, you're pretty much separating it. You're making it thinner. It's you know now a fluffier product.
Yeah.
You know?
There you go. Don't smoke residue. It doesn't really get you high.
No.
And when you're gonna smoke out of a pipe, break it down.
Yeah.
Or else you're just gonna get that charcoal like fucking type.
Yeah, and not only that, but like after the first few hits, you're just burning bud and ash.
Yeah. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah.
Straight
I've
up.
noticed that. So that's why I started shredding it up. I was like, fuck that. I always see my older brother do it. So that's why I was like, all right, I'm gonna start shredding it up. Like recently, back then I used to put the fattest nug on the fucking pipe and try to smoke it.
That's how I used to do it too. I was like, sick. You know, I'd take pictures of it too. Like, look at that big old bud.
Yeah. About to smoke it, you're all big, all fucking clogged up too. You can't even get a good hit.
Yeah, clogged.
That was the worst.
Too. That's funny.
Yeah, that's crazy. Damn, I learned a lot. You fucking helped me out on fucking working out wise and fucking weed wise.
I'm telling you, I'm knowledgeable in certain things, and you know, when I set myself to something, I make sure that I'm like really learning. Like I don't half-ass things. You know, like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. So it's like, you know, it's all or nothing type of thing. That's why the working out and just being dedicated comes so easy when I'm all in for it. You know.
Would you say those are like your two main things in life, weed and working out? Cause you like weed, everything about weed you love. You've always been
definitely.
You're not just like a weed head, like, oh, I get stoned. You know your weed.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And then working out, you're a trainer, so you know how to work out.
Oh my shit.
So those are like your two main things, right?
Yeah, for myself, yes. Like, I mean, you know, aside from being a father and like my daughter, those are definitely my two main things: is weed and working out for sure. Those are my passions. You know, at least at the moment.
So I would assume that if you were to get another job or something, it would be in those fields, right?
It definitely. If I were to get another job like within training, it'll be a side job. You know, training's amazing and it's awesome, but it's a lot of like relying on other people to be dedicated, and it's hard for me to do. Yeah. I'd love to do it as a side job, and I'm probably gonna research just to do that, to have that option. Like, you know, because people hit me up all the time because they know I used to be a trainer, or I know what's up, and I go to the gym all the time. And they're like, hey, what's up? You know, and it's like, at that point, I could be like, oh, yeah, like, hit me up. I'm a trainer. I could set you up. We could figure things out. And I don't rely on that, because when I was a trainer and, you know, that was my only income, it was like, you know, please say yes. Like, you know, like, I can make you do what you want. Like, if you want to get skinnier, if you want bigger biceps, like, I can make it happen. Just listen and pay me, you know? Yeah. So it's like, I don't like relying on that. So it's like, you know, at the end of the day, like, whether it's self-employed or what it is, like, it needs to be something where I don't rely on other people. So whether it's making something, fixing something, it doesn't matter what necessarily it could be, you know, but it definitely needs to be, you know, something where I don't have to rely on other people.
So I thought about this right now. What if, I mean, a lot of people do it already, but you said you get hit up a lot, right? Yeah. Why don't you start doing like maybe tutorial videos on your like IG or fucking YouTube or something? I don't know.
I eventually will. I'm gonna make a gaming YouTube, like a gaming
dude account. I'm with you.
And then I'm also gonna make like a training one too. I probably will for sure, but it'll be very limited. You know, I see a lot of guys doing that, and like, it doesn't necessarily benefit them. They just, you know, a lot of people watch those videos and they're like, that's how you do that exercise. You know, it doesn't like, doesn't necessarily jump out at them that they're like, I need to sign this guy up. He's an awesome trainer. No, they just look at your exercise.
It's just passive income.
Yeah, well,
because if you start getting views,
if I set some base videos and just make that work, and then you know what I mean, get popularity off of that, then that's perfect. But if you continually put out content like that, it's just giving out free advice. You know, because gamers, they get paid for that. You know, they got guys in their stream and they're like, oh, sick, you know, but like none of these personal trainers that put out videos like that are like receiving money like gamers do, like $5 for 5 kills or whatever. You know, it's like nobody's paying them $25 to put out the next YouTube video.
But
they're just putting it out.
I'll tell you this before you continue on that. It is free advertisement, and it shows that you know what you're talking about. And then when someone sees that, you be like, at the end of every video, go ahead, hit me up on IG. If you're local, you can get people to watch your videos. And then they're like, dude, he knows what he's talking about. I might as well go get trained by him. So now you're doing free advertisement to get more people to go to you.
For those who train at home, that'll work.
Yeah.
But for those who train at like a gym or their own gym, like you know, if you own your gym and then you're a trainer as well, like, yeah, it's just like, you know, or you train for a specific gym. 90% of trainers train for a gym, you know. Yeah. You know, there's that 10%, and most of the people that train like basically like at home, usually they're doing it under the table, which is no big deal. But usually they're doing it under the table, so it's like, it's a lot different. They probably rely more on YouTube videos and things like that. Yeah. But, you know, if I were to train, I would do it at a gym because I don't have the spot or the space for equipment. So I would train at a gym because it's a lot easier to have equipment than to have somebody do like some simple, like basic, like band work or things like that. Like, I'm not going to just half-ass training, you know, like, I'm not saying anything about anybody or against anybody, but, you know, like, just having a full assortment of equipment is just the right way to go. Like, if you're going to train somebody, that's what I would want personally. So I would work for a gym until I could become capable to own my own and then do that. But I would always work at a gym basically. So it's like, with that, there's more promotion within, like, I mean, maybe if the gym is popular, possibly, like, so if you're working for a high popular gym, like a you
Gold's Gym or something.
Well, like, in a very popular area, though. If you're, like, putting out, like, I'm a Gold's Gym Watsonville trainer, you know, exactly, yeah. LA. Like, if you're in LA, and that would work very well, because LA, it's, like, popularity, you know, it's, like, who's the most popular real estate agent, who's got...
I still say try it out. Even though this is a small town, you never know.
No, I'm saying it's definitely important, and it's not. I'm just saying, especially in a small town like this, it's not as, you know, like me going to the gym and like just working out. People look at me all the time because I don't do just average things. I do like drop sets or just different things, and they like come up to me and talk to me. You know, just working out at the gym that you work at. And just being around, even doing little walk-arounds, like, on the side. Like, that's what I used to do when I trained there. I worked front desk, too, so I can, like, be there and talk to people and interact with people. So, like, everybody knew I was a trainer. They'd come up to me. They'd interact with me. It was a great way of, like, gaining business, you know? Yeah. But, like, being actively there at the gym that you work out is, like, my biggest advice. Just actively being there, walking around, helping people out. I couldn't even tell you how many times I got clients off of walking by, like, while working out and being like, hey, just be careful doing that. Do it like this because you're going to hurt your elbow. I've probably at least gained 5 clients off of just that alone. Yeah. You know, just simple, like, hey, be careful. Yeah. They feel comfortable. Then they're like, oh, dude, like, you know what I mean? Like,
you're looking out for me. That's awesome.
Some people try to take advantage of it, and they'll be like, oh, what's this and what's that? And you gotta restrict yourself from telling somebody everything, or, I mean, at least, like, if you expect them or want them to be a client, you know, you can't just sit there and give them your secrets. But, you know, like, just that little tip or whatever, it might make them comfortable to, like, hit you up or, you know, whatever. Or even just possibly open that door for somebody that they know. You know, like, hey, I actually got a friend. You seem really nice. Like, whoop-de-whoop. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, but, little things like that. Yeah. It helps. It's just, like, that friendly customer service type of thing.
What would you say, what's the best workouts if you have no weights?
No weights.
No weights at all. You don't have money to go buy weights.
I mean, realistically, you know, the basics, push-ups, body weight squats, you know what I mean? Like, it gets pretty. I mean, it really depends on what you have. Like,
because you see,
you
people that
can
are
use
locked
a dining
up.
table and do dips.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
dips.
It's like
Okay.
so. Like, I mean, I have I have experience being in jail. I could tell you that much. So.
Oh, that's why. Like,
So it's
people
like,
that are in jail,
you know,
they come out shredded.
Well, yeah, definitely, or at least
If
they
you're
lose
working
weight.
out.
At least
Yeah.
they lose weight.
Yeah, yeah.
Mainly that's because you eat a lot less in jail. But
Mm.
and then there's just a lot less unhealthy options. Like, there's commissary, which a lot of that.
Would you say burpees is really good?
To an extent, yeah, for heart rate, yeah. I never did burpees, if that, like, for very little time. Like, burpees is more, I consider that more cardio than like physical training or like working out, like muscle wise. Like, you're not going to gain when your heart rate's at a certain point, like above like 120, you start to burn muscle and fat at the same time. So like, running, things like that. It's not terrible, especially if you're not like trying to gain size. If you like your goal is to gain size, and that's very counterproductive. But if your goal is to like stay fit and just stay that, well then running's great. But like, it goes back to like what you want. Like your goals are really what affect what you need to do. But as far as like me, like I want to have size and be lean, but also I definitely care about having size. So like, that's more of like a cardio factor, like because your heart rate's so high, you're constantly moving, you're doing things, you're getting up from being on the floor, and then just your little thing, because everybody's done burpees different. I see some people that like squat and then do a burpee and this and that, and like everything's different, but definitely most of them require push-ups. So it's like it's a little bit of chest work, but because you're like one push-up up, this, that, back down, one push-up, it's not enough. The intervals, like, so the time frames between how many times you do something is very important. That's the best way to put that.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing one stop, and it's not a lot of weight, it's basically cardio to an extent. You know what I mean? That's like doing the bench press with just the bar, no weight, and then just doing one rep, racking it, starting again, one rep, racking it. I mean, obviously your body weight's a little bit more, but that was just as an example type of thing.
Yeah. So no weights. What workouts would you do? Push-ups, squats.
I mean, household items. Try to curl them. You could use a kitchen table. In jail, I used the benches and things like that to do dips. And then, if there's a spot where you can do pull-ups are great for back. And then you got dips for triceps. You got anything that you could possibly curl for biceps.
So
a vase.
I'm always curious on this.
A rock in your backyard. I don't know.
What is it with people that, let's say, bench press and they're big, right?
Yeah. You're talking about power lifters, huh? Like guys that go for like heavy weight.
Yeah, but sometimes I see like some guy that's big, but when they try to do a pull up, they can't. What is that?
That's to an extent how they train, but typically 90% of the time that's a person that uses performance enhancing drugs, and it's a lot more common than you think. Like in a town like Watsonville, it's pretty common too. Like I see a lot of people. So yeah.
Why just you start thinking about who does it?
Yeah, well, I was like, damn, yeah. I was thinking about.
So when you say performance enhancements, are you talking about steroids?
Either that or a lower amount of
like
that,
like
testosterone boosters, things like that. You know what I mean? Because if you're benching a plate and you're using testosterone boosters, well, you gain size off of testosterone.
Yeah.
So it's like,
at what age would you say you should start doing that?
Testosterone boosters? I mean, I wouldn't do them unless recommended by a doctor.
Okay.
That's just my straightforward answer on that one.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it, especially at the...
Because I've heard people young wanting to do it.
Yeah,
like,
I've
heard multiple
because
people.
basically it stunts your ability to produce them yourself. So I wouldn't do it until you're already having trouble producing.
Yeah, because Two Tone was telling me. He's like, fuck, I want to get some, like, case he got...
just to get bigger.
Yeah.
It's just to get bigger. That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
It's just to get bigger. And
but it fucks you up. Though.
Without the hard work, basically.
Yeah.
A little cheat.
Code.
It just fucks your body up internally. It's just like melatonin. Once you take melatonin, after a while, you rely on that. You know what I mean? So it's like those who take testosterone boosters, their body tends to start, well, it doesn't tend, it does rely on those test boosters. So their body's like, you're not taking them anymore, and I can't produce as much anymore because I relied on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's like, you know, it's kind of like that cousin that always borrows money from you or something. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm done giving you money, and he's fucked. He doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know what to do.
He doesn't know how to get money.
My cousin's not going to give me money anymore because that's what he used to do, and that's how I got by.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that.
So what would you recommend for good protein? Like, do you recommend any protein, no protein, or?
Definitely. I love protein. I mean, I probably take it more than I should just because it helps so much. Like, the protein I take has a lot of, like, things that, like, you know, like, there's a thing called the glutamine. It helps, like, there's a gel within your joints, and it helps replenish that.
Wow.
So, like, when you work out and things like that, it really helps.
You're going to have to show me because I probably...
I'll show you the one I have.
Yeah.
But realistically, I use one company for almost everything I get, and that's because they test for banned substances, and they're not regulated to do so. You got to be careful when you're buying pre-workout and post, like, protein or whatever you want to call it. But you got to be careful within buying that because these companies are not regulated on it. They don't get checked until people die.
Wow. Really?
You know, like, think about Jack 3D or whatever that shit was. Like, that's off the market because people died. Like, it's not because they knew it was bad for them. They don't test initially.
Damn. That's crazy. And what company is this that you're talking about?
I have no idea, to be absolutely honest with you.
You're like, I go through one company.
Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the company that did the Jack 3D. I was like, that's the name of the pre-workout, but I don't know the name of the company. But this one's Optimum Nutrition. And
wait, say that again?
Optimum Nutrition.
Optimum. I thought you said Optimum.
Yeah, no, Optimum. Optimum Nutrition. They're solid. They're super solid. All their products are tested for banned substances, so there's nothing like hidden in there. Basically, you know, they might not test for everything you want tested, but at least they're putting that initial leap of, like, you know, not leap of faith, but like they're putting the effort out there to show you that their shit's clean, because they don't have to. Like, before weed became legal and it was medicinal only, companies didn't have to test their weed or anything. It didn't become a requirement until after it was legal. So once the legalization hit, then companies were forced to test.
Actually look into it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, that's basically where, like, the pre and protein stuff is. It's like, it's not required. So you got to be selective and careful.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, reviews help with everything you're buying. So a lot of reviews will help you out. I mean, you know, anybody that's researched it as well, you can always contact as well.
Definitely. Let me know which one I should take, because I want to take some protein just to kind of, like, I want to slim down, though. But I know that I need protein as well, right? Do you recommend people to take
100%.
Yeah, okay.
When I was at 179, when I had my six-pack, I was taking protein all the time. Protein does not make you, like, gain weight at all.
I just always think about the bad things. Like, people that are, like, you just said, like, people take certain things.
See, but
I don't want my body to rely on it.
It won't rely on that because no matter what, you're already ingesting a large amount of protein. The foods that you eat already produce the stuff that you're taking. Yeah. So it's like, it's one of those things where, like, the worst thing you could do is rely on it as, like, a meal replacement. It's not a meal replacement. You could drink it right after your workout. And, like, what that does is that allows you time to, like, get food ready and things like that. It'll drag that out. Because usually once you work out, you're supposed to eat, like, right after. Oh, It's usually, like...
Why is that?
Input, output. You just burned a lot of energy. You just burned a lot of calories. So you got to replenish your body with that.
Right away, yeah.
It's just like when you're in the heat and your body becomes, you know, your mouth gets dry, you replenish it with water. Yeah. And you feel a lot better.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
That's why, like, another thing, too, is, like, drinking water, like, helps with your skin and other things as well. It's because, like, staying hydrated and staying replenished helps. That's why those who, like, eat properly get a little bit better. And that's why people who work out on a consistent basis eat, like, 7-8 meals as opposed to 3. I mean, obviously, their choices of what they're eating as well help that. You know, they can't eat 7 hamburgers because they work out. Yeah. But, you know what I mean? That's why they're able to eat more, and that's why they're able to, you know, basically deal with that like that.
Okay. Hell yeah, dude. That's sick. I feel like I fucking learned a lot just from fucking talking about all this working out and shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, I used to be extremely passionate about it. I still am, and I never really lost that passion. It was more of like, it was just not a rough time period, but like I had my kid, I started getting busy, and then like work got really busy, especially when the legalization first hit a couple years ago. So yeah, it was just like rough patch in time, and like it just had to be put on the back burner.
Yeah.
So like now that I'm back in it, I'm excited. It's fun. Like I'm happy to go to the gym every day. It's super dumb.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It's like I wake up, I'm like, fuck it, let's get it over with, let's go.
Yeah,
You know?
I see that. I see you every morning going in.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, definitely. I gotta take advantage of the time I have, and right now is the time. Yeah, my goal right now is to have my 6-pack back by the end of the year. So we'll see if that works.
So what? It's September. It's gonna be September. So
I got like 3 more months.
Okay. Yeah.
But realistically, that's about like I need to hit like 20 pounds. I need to lose 20 pounds and continually hit abs. I need to develop my muscles again there. But if I can lose like 17 to 20 pounds, that'll work. I could do that.
Let's do a fucking just check up on you on fucking 3 months from now.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely.
You'll be right here showing your 6-pack. Yeah.
On the video, no shirt, just a solo grinding towel.
Yeah. Hey, going back though, you're saying about starting. So we were talking about, you know, obviously working out and weed, but then you mentioned video games. Mm-hmm. You're thinking about starting your own channel or what?
I already have a Twitch account, and I already started that, and I was just planning on doing some YouTube videos to promote that and do that. I just want to find some games that I really, really want to get into. Right now, I don't have that. Like, I streamed Call of Duty Warfare a couple times, and like, it's a cool game, but like, you know, I play with my friends a lot, and I think I need to stray away from that. Like, Meezy has a good mindset when he plays with the right people. So it's like, but he has like a really, like, I want to win. I'm playing this to do good, you know? Like,
yeah.
A lot of people that we play with just play the bullshit, you know? Which is not a bad thing. It's not bad at all, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's how I am with Apex.
Yeah. I mean, well, with Apex and, like, when you're streaming especially, you know what I mean? Like, when you have a game you like and you care about your KD or whatever, you know, like, it's really, you know what I mean? Like, you want to play with the people that are, like, really going to take it serious.
Yeah.
You know? You don't want to play with people that are going to fuck around because you're going to get killed on some shit or whatever, you know? You're not going to look as good as you could have, you know? Like, there's a lot of times where, like, I get frustrated with just the guys I'm playing with, and I'll leave and I'm like, I'm going to play a fucking solo game and I'm going to see how good I do. And I fucking just tear shit up. Yeah, I've done that once, and, like, I think I got like 3rd place, and like the thing that happened was like I got in a fight with there was 3 people left, and like I saw one of the guys, we started fighting, and then the guy from 1st place just came up and blapped us both, you know.
Wow.
Which that's just circumstance, but like I had like 12 kills, you know, and it's like 4 games in a row I got like 1 or 0, like playing with the squad. So it's like it's frustrating because it's like, you know, like sometimes you guys don't want to just sometimes the people I play with don't want to move the same way or don't want to push as hard, you know. I like pushing, but it's like, so it's like game style and stuff like that. So I guess when it comes to like off stream, I'm definitely not going to care as much. And like I might even I'm more than likely going to make a 2nd account just so it's like if I am off stream and I'm just messing around, like my KD doesn't go down off my streaming, you know.
That makes
so it's
sense.
like having that 2nd account.
You're gonna have to pay for 2 different fucking.
I know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be annoying.
You thought about it?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I think it's.
I mean, if you think about it, all you have to do is pay for 1 year, $60, like a brand new game.
Yeah, it's not that bad at all. It's really not, and it's like all you got to do is change the email or whatever.
I'm kind of curious what you. Yo, you're on the podcast. Say something.
Yeah, I know I'm on the fucking podcast because you fucking jackass didn't want to fucking invite me out there.
Good.
I already know, fool. I seen your little fucking post and shit like that. So,
Hell yeah.
I know I'm on the fucking podcast.
You can't be on every one, buddy.
Hello to the fucking world, man. Hey, what's up to all you people, man? Next time you better tell them to remind them that I should be in that shit when they do some shit. You know what I'm saying? No, bust out, pop out, you know what I mean? No drop out. We ain't doing none of that shit. You know what I mean? No, damn, what's up with you, baby? You looking real beautiful in that little silver little thing. Hey, what's up, girlfriend? How you doing, girl?
This guy.
I can't tell if he's talking to the people he's walking by or you know, like on the mic, you know.
What's up?
Nah, yeah, we're just doing a podcast real quick. Hey, if anything,
I know.
let's do one tomorrow.
You gonna say it tomorrow? You gonna say it one more time or what? Oh, I'm gonna do the podcast. Like,
whatever.
no, I'm just kidding. I'm down to do it tomorrow. Fucking, you don't work?
Nah.
All right, what's up, bet? Fucking, I'll hit you up in the morning and then fucking I'll slide out. Tell Piggy fucking
Tell him I
tell
said
Piggy
what's up
said
with
he's
hear
hello,
you.
you.
and, I know he can hear me. I'm just telling you to tell him, just because I'm telling you to tell him. So tell Piggy I said he's a hoe and fucking roll some weed up or some shit. No, I'm just kidding. That's how I see him tomorrow and shit.
No, tell him to slide out here. Where you at right now?
No, I'll see y'all niggas tomorrow, bro.
Where you at? Where you at right now?
I'm gonna head home, fuck.
You're at home.
I guess I didn't get my location, but fucking
Definitely
I'm
don't do
right
that.
now.
There's no
I'm
reason.
gonna head home, fuck. I'm waiting for this little fucking Uber, but this nigga's bullshitting and shit.
Yeah, you waiting on the Uber.
Yeah, this nigga's J-catting and shit, bro. Fuck, I literally been sitting right here fucking for like 10 minutes waiting for this nigga, bro. Fucking
He
like,
probably
little
seen
bitch
you,
shit,
got
like,
scared.
Yeah, he saw you and did for sure.
But anyways, bro, fucking no, I'll let you tomorrow, bro. Give me tomorrow.
Alright, for sure. Well, shit. If you ain't doing shit, hit me up. It's early tonight.
You said what?
I said if you ain't doing shit, hit me up because it's early tonight. It's only 3 o'clock.
What are you gonna do tonight?
I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out right now. I'm gonna finish this podcast. I'll call you.
Alright, bet. I'm gonna go home, eat, shower, and shit, and fucking yeah. It's good.
Alright, I'm with it.
Yeah, but
The phone in the
I know, but of course, I had a feeling he was calling me because he called me like 3 times already.
Oh, he probably called me too.
Yeah.
My shit's been vibrating, but I just
Oh,
left it
really?
in my pocket. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't
he's
care. That's why I
probably
put it
fucking
on
mad.
vibrate. Yeah.
Yeah, but
It can't be in every podcast. Come on,
no.
now. Shout out Nova, but
Nova
it's
loves.
okay.
Honestly,
it's okay.
what I need is I probably need to like have him just be the producer.
Yeah, it would
have
be
him
dope
sit.
because he loves doing it. He likes being out here like that. He like but
Yeah.
he doesn't want
I
to just
just-
come
I-
out here for no reason. So it's like when he hears like, oh, y'all doing a podcast,
Yeah.
come out here. Like shit. The block is there's a lot of
The
memories
block's
on this block. There's
Everybody,
a lot
dude,
of memories on this block.
I always talk about it, and I'm steering away from it because at the very beginning of the podcast, I was just like bringing up old stories.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's just like, let's talk. We're all grown and knowledgeable. We can just have it. Like, dude,
I think it was vital to initially have that, but you can't continually talk about it. There's only
Exactly.
so much you could talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, we partied. Yeah, we met up.
Yeah, we did music. Yeah, we had
Yeah.
concerts. You know.
Yeah, we did.
Solo grinding was a thing.
Yeah, solo grinding was big, and it was
Yeah.
this and that. But like, you really can only do that so far. Like, once people give like their little like, this was what the studio was for me, it's beyond that. You know, because we're already past that. And
Exactly.
so, you can't have a podcast based on memories. So it's good that you're doing that.
Yeah.
And I already knew you were. I saw, and I seen from the last few podcasts. It was like, you know what I mean? It was like that.
Picking up.
That like grown, like that. Not that. It's like that like transition. There you go. It's like at the end of the day, it was good to touch bases on that, but now it's like, move forward. We talked about it. It's been on the
Yeah.
podcast. Everybody's gonna hear the first few episodes. They're gonna enjoy it, and they're gonna think that, like, damn, that's crazy. They did that. So
Yeah.
solo
If
grinding
they
was
go
lit.
back, some people just listen to like the new ones and then go back. That's the only reason why sometimes you're gonna have to come back and bring it up or something. But
Yeah, no, definitely. It's definitely important to bring it back. But yeah.
But-
I've done that actually.
going back to the gaming, I was actually thinking about making like a gaming channel for like all the homies. So
which would be dope.
I was
But-
thinking about calling it Annoying Gamers or something.
Hell
Just-
yeah.
but
Just
like-
where we upload everything.
So
So
you
it's like
ha-
our clique. That's
Yeah.
like FaZe Clan. That's what they do. they're all homies, and all they do is upload clips to the FaZe Clan video.
Yeah.
Or their YouTube or whatever.
Yeah, because that was gonna be the channel, and then you have your because I already have a YouTube.
Yeah, because
where
not
it's-
all of our names are gonna be annoying.
Yeah, that
know,
was stupid.
gamers.
Yeah.
But it'll all get uploaded to
Yeah.
that channel.
and then your name will be right there, and then it'll just be on the
exactly. Solo grinding, fucking
Yeah.
whoop-de-whoop,
Let's
annoying
do
neighbors.
it. I already have the channel ready.
Oh,
I just
let's-
need to start up. I do a bunch
I need to get better at clipping things. But once I get better at doing that, I'm all about it because I'm trying to clip some like dope ass videos and post them up.
Yeah, just whenever
Because when you broadcast, it's easier to clip. So like I started doing that so
Really?
I can clip. Yeah.
what I usually do on PS4 because we play PS4 and that's a little different than everybody else that streams. But
I think it's gonna be easier on the PS5 to stream because
definitely.
of how like streaming's been like revolutionary.
Getting
It's
big.
like it's huge. Like they had like X Games of just Call of Duty and the
Yeah.
guy won like 2 million.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I've
was
seen
like,
shit. Or even
what?
fucking
It was that
Fortnite.
kid or something like. It was
Yeah.
the Fortnite
Yeah.
competition. They
Was
had
it?
a,
Oh,
they had
okay.
a Call of Duty one too, but not only that, But there's literally weekly tournaments on like Call of Duty, basketball, like 2K.
Yeah, 2K got big too.
Yeah, Madden. There's Madden tournaments
especially during this whole
they
like
do
COVID.
Madden tournaments. Well, Madden got big, especially with like making money and earning money off of that. When they did the you know, that remember that TV series where they had a bunch of people and they played with their favorite teams. They'd like pull up in the same, like in their favorite team's jersey, and then it was like a whole like tournament.
I can't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, it was like a show.
I probably didn't see it.
No, it was like a show though, and
Yeah.
like it was like, I think it was on ESPN or something, but it was like literally they like pulled up to like certain states, and like the home team, you would like go play there. Like, so they like
I didn't know that.
And you'd have some crazy. Yeah, it was.
That's
it was
crazy.
A little show. I only vaguely remember it, but I definitely remember it. I remember the championship was held like on like New York's like New York Square or something, and like they had like the big old TV out, and they were playing outside, like on that huge like.
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, like the thing they use for like the advertisements.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
The billboard or whatever.
Yeah.
They had it on like one of those.
That's
It was
crazy.
like the screen, the TV screen. They were playing Madden like that, and one podium, and they were both up there like on their podiums. Like,
That's crazy.
yeah, it was pretty sick.
But going back to clipping, the way I do it is right when something dope happens, I press the
Share button.
share button and then I clip it. That's
Okay.
that's the best way. And then you can track.
So even though you're doing it, like, even though you're doing it after it happens, how much further ahead does it go back? Like, is it the whole
Well,
game?
see,
that
that's
you
what I was gonna say. You have to go to the options, and you can either put an hour, 30 minutes, or 15 minutes. And I leave it at 15 because back then I used to do 30, and it would just be a whole clip like
of the game, the whole
no,
entire game. Right?
even that, or even like a whole clip of that game and the other game, which I did horrible. So I have to clip half of it to get to the good shit.
Yeah, 15
So it's just, and
minutes
it
is
take
way better.
and it takes so much
Can
memory.
you edit those 15 minutes?
You can, but the
it's
way
better not.
well,
You want to be raw.
no, you should, because you don't want a bunch of dead space.
Yeah,
because-
that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, just to edit the dead space.
Yeah, because what you could, so I was gonna say you can do it two ways. The longer way is you can edit on PlayStation, which takes a while because you're doing it on PlayStation.
Yeah.
You have to
probably
chop
right.
it up, scroll through everything.
That's what I'm saying. I think the PS5 is gonna be way different.
But
Just because
if-
of the way streaming is, like, I guarantee you that motherfucker's probably gonna be like a computer where you could like chop.
Hopefully.
edit, done. That'd
Yeah.
be crazy. But
because
who
on
knows?
PS4 it's a little bit more complicated. At least the way I do it, I have to get a gaming hard drive and then take the videos from that and then go to my desktop where I edit all my videos like this
That's
shit.
probably easier, huh?
That's how I do it.
Yeah.
And I chop up everything, boom, 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 dead space, boom. Oh, kills. I so it goes. You see my IG?
Yeah. No,
Everything gets smashed up to a minute.
Yeah,
and, you
just
know, it's
whatever
all
little
action.
Video, a little video where you just get a couple kills real quick, some
Yeah.
six.
Yeah, a champion one, you know,
Mhm.
whatever. So that's the way I do it. I don't know how everybody else does it, but if you want to get to clipping and posting, that's what I recommend. you know. But you want to wrap this up?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think we did like solid 2 hours.
Let's go have a beer. Let's go kick it. Let's do something.
You want to give any shout outs before you go? Your gaming channel, workout,
You know,
weed companies. You got a lot of you reference a lot of shit today.
all right, I did. Nah, I think I'll shout out my Twitch channel, Solo G93. Definitely keep tuning with that. I'm gonna be streaming soon. Probably this weekend. I'm gonna keep it real.
Start doing some workouts in the videos. Just be fucking killing people and just pump iron at the same time.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about some funny stuff like that, like just to do it. Oh, like just before we end it, I got this crazy little side note about the gym. So there's this dude that used to work at the gym. He's like, you know, he's I don't know what you want, like dwarf, midget, whatever.
Oh,
He's a
nah.
fucking beast.
Yeah.
He's a fucking badass. Like, I am not saying that in any way, shape, or form to, like, you know, call him out. He fucking posted a TikTok video. He's a fucking beast when it comes to squatting. He squatted like 425.
No way.
And, dude, he's an absolute monster, man.
Yeah?
And his TikTok video hit like 200K overnight or something.
No way.
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
was like, damn, that's
Congrats.
sick. He was telling me, I was like, dude, that's crazy. But I was thinking, like, when he said that, it's funny that you mentioned that right now, like the way you were like work out in between. I was I was thinking it would be funny to like stream, and then you know how the streamers, you can see what they're doing. It would be funny to like to stream and like every time you like didn't do good, you gotta like drop down and give 10 push-ups or like do some pull-ups or something. Just something funny.
Do it,
random.
Every time you
know
die,
what I mean? Just like it just like separates you. You know what I mean? Like how Dr. Disrespect has like his just like you know what I mean, his little persona where he puts on like this little,
wig and all that glasses.
And he gets his glasses on. He gets the retro like 80s, 70s clothes on or whatever, and he has his little persona. It's like people tune in to him just because he's funny and he does that. You know, what I mean?
He's a character.
He's raw though. He's really that funny, but that, you know, that might not be his like full day life, but he loves enjoying that character. You know, he likes going into that role. So, you know, and then there's like, you know, Ninja, where a lot of people like him because he's skilled and he's eccentric. You know, he's very eccentric. Like, you know, especially in his early days when he was like cussing at the mic and stuff. You gotta be. He's really eccentric and he's good too. So, everybody's got their own little thing and like their game. So it's a matter of finding the game that's like for you. Yeah. And it's like, you know, Fortnite's ever like it's constantly like updating and things change within the game. Yeah. But Fortnite, it doesn't have a sequel, so it's like, you know, I don't really necessarily like Fortnite, so it's like it's a little bit more difficult like with like Call of Duty, because like that's where my passion is. Like I was really good at Black Ops, like Blackout. Yeah, Blackout. I have a lot of like I think 400 or 500 wins easy. Yeah, and I definitely. I mean, I had work full time. I wasn't like playing all the time either. So it was like, and I got a really good kill death, you know. But like, you know, like it's just a matter of like finding that game that you're good at. But it's like it really sucks when it's like a game like that where it's like the next game's totally different. Yeah, you know, it's like
that kind of fucks you.
Yeah, so it's like you got to be really skilled. So I'm working hard to get a little bit better on the skills and just adapt to games. So that, you know, when I do start really streaming and like doing it for real, that it's like more prepared, you know. Yeah. Because like there's a Call of Duty streamer, Shroud. Have you watched his videos?
Shroud sounds really familiar. I haven't watched it.
He's really good. He's like he won like the 2v2 tournament that came out when it first started. The game.
You know what? I think Shroud plays Apex as well.
He usually streams Call of Duty though. I'm
really?
Not gonna lie. He might stream a little bit of Apex, but I know he's big on the Call of Duty. He's in like all the tournaments. He's like I think he's like not sponsored but intertwined through Call of Duty in some way, because when you hear Call of Duty you hear his name and like a few handful.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah. He's like all around though. Like, you know how certain streamers only stream like
a certain game?
No, a certain game mode, I guess, would you know, like how there's like Warzone or whatever. Like most streamers will strictly stream Warzone, or they'll strictly stream like Domination or something like that.
Dude, I love fucking playing multiplayer.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
I can smash on that all day.
Shroud's a multiplayer. He's a multiplayer streamer. He streams a lot of multiplayer. He's Sav.
Yeah, and that shit's always fast paced.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Every time.
That's what I like about it, honestly. That's why I like multiplayer, but there's just so many campers in the game.
Dude, I guarantee
it frustrates me because I'm over here like, and I get killed by somebody sitting in a bush while I'm reloading from killing 3 people. It's like, fuck.
I'm telling you. I say me, you, Meezy.
We got to make a squad.
Maybe even the twins on just multiplayer will probably win every match.
Oh, yeah. I was playing pretty good. I was playing with Mike the other night. I was doing pretty good.
Yeah. But we should make a squad and see what's up. Start posting. We play games all the time. Might as well post. I don't see why not.
It's like literally there's nothing to lose in it. I fully agree with you. I've been already thinking that. I've been thinking that since.
That's why I got my little streaming device. I just need to figure out how to record myself. That's all I need, a little webcam to go with it, and a little TV. That's all I need.
Pretty streaming. That's the same with me. I just need a little TV, little setup. I might even a little desktop setup.
I was gonna say you need a little desk, put it right there.
Because I'll be standing up while I game.
And then you can have your daughter watch TV.
Off times.
All right, let's wrap it up.
This is a good episode.
Hell yeah. Thank you for fucking coming, and thank you for watching. Know your neighbors. We're out.
We out.